Welcome back to Aces Field. Glad to have you with us. Getting ready to get the third quarter underway. If you're just joining us at halftime, it's the homestanding Aces leading the Tinora Rams 6-0. Hope you enjoyed a halftime entertainment provided by the Aces Pride and the Tinora Rams marching bands. And Rams are set to get the ball to start quarter number 3. Here's the kick. Tunis kicks it on the ground, and the Rams fall on it at about the 44-yard line, and that's where Tinora will set up shop, 1st and 10. The first half of action with the rainy conditions went by very quickly. The ball not thrown very many times by either teams, and the wet, slippery conditions causing its fair share of problems. The Aces losing a couple of fumbles to the Rams, and a couple of times where players slipped and wound up being down because their feet just went out from underneath them. And the Rams looking to get back into this football game here. They're only down by 6. They hand the ball off to Ordway, their big running back, and he powers forward to about the 49-yard line. Kyle Ordway. He's one of a couple of Ordways on their roster. There's also Jack Ordway, who's just a sophomore. Second and 7 for the Rams after Ordway picks up 3 on the first down run. Giesecke under center. Giesecke handing off, and not much there. The carrier, number 26, Imthern, and Imthern might have made it a little closer to the midfield stripe, but essentially no gain on the play. We'll call it 3rd and 7. Now they're going to give him a yard, say 3rd and 6. Ball at the 49-yard line, and the Rams need to get to the Aces 45-yard line to move the chains. So here comes Tinora on a 3rd and 6 play. Giesecke pitches it out at the last minute, and that's going to be a little bit short. That is going to come up about a yard shy. Got out to the 46-yard line of the Aces. And, well, they're going to say that was good enough for a first down. Okay, they had the down marker at the 45. But we won't argue with the officials. So 1st and 10 for Tinora. The ball on the 46-yard line. Giesecke pitches it out to Ordway. Ordway close to the 40. Brought down at about the 41. Second and 5 for the Rams. Nine and a half minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Giesecke hands the ball to Max Grube, and Grube tries to turn the corner, and he only manages to get a couple. So that's going to bring up a so they'll put the ball at the 39-yard line where it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Rams as we go under 9 minutes. Tinora breaks huddle. They're only down by 6. And they're going to come up short. They're going to give him forward progress back to about the 39-yard line. It's going to be 4th down for the Rams. And we'll see whether they decide to punt it, try to pin him deep. They've got Inthern dropping back. And the Aces aren't putting anybody back deep. Now they'll drop somebody back, but it'll be a short kick, a wobbler, and it'll go to about the 15-yard line. So the Aces will take over on offense for the first time in the second half on their own 15-yard line, 1st and 10, with just under 8 minutes, 7:59 left to go here in quarter number 3. And again, Hicksville looking to try to add to that 6-point lead. And the rain, it's kind of hard to tell right now whether we've still got rain coming down or not. They're still seeing umbrellas out there, so I'm guessing that it's still coming down. Man in motion, that's Comiso. Quick handoff. That's to Brickle, Zach Brickle, powering forward and getting first down yardage. Pickup of about 11 on that run as Brickle takes him out to about the 26-yard line to move the chains. Zach Brickle wearing number 10 tonight to honor Noah Carrickson. Picks up 11 on that first down carry, moves the chains. Jake Miller puts Comiso in motion, and flags fly, and it's going to be a false start. So that'll back him up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Comiso made the move and started running across. A couple of the linemen shifted a little bit too, and that drew the flag. So 1st and 15 now for the Aces. Miller again hands it off. And again, it's Brickle who'll carry it out to about the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 3. Yeah, we'll call it 4, make it 2nd and 11. So the Aces looking at a 2nd and 11 now. And again, a handoff to Brickle. Brickle this time dives across, and that should move the chains. Brickle should have picked up about 12. And that'll be another first down for the Aces. Another strong carry for Zach Brickle as he gets the Hicksville offense out to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Comiso in motion once again. Quick handoff. Mason gets the ball. Mason looking to turn the corner, gives a stiff arm. Mason runs right into the arms of Max Grube and carries Grube backwards a couple of yards and finally gets taken down at the 44-yard line. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3 for the Aces. Miller gets the snap. Quick hit and caught. That's Parker Thiel, and Thiel should have forward progress to the 48-yard line, which should be good enough to give the Aces another first down. And indeed it is. A first down for the Aces. Short gain on the pass to Parker Thiel, but enough to move the chains and give the Aces a fresh set of downs. And now Thiel is going to come over to take this snap. Miller drops out onto a wide receiver slot near side towards us. Thiel hangs on to the ball. Parker Thiel powering forward, and Thiel's going to be close to first down yardage. Quarterback keeper, and Thiel takes it to the 44-yard line of the Rams. And that'll be second and a long one for the Aces. And they're going to keep Thiel in the quarterback slot. And again, Parker Thiel looking to turn the corner, and he does. And Thiel to the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. That'll be another first down carry. Move the chains for the Aces as they keep the drive alive. We go under 5 minutes, 4:52. Clock will stop long enough for the gang to move the down marker on the far side. They set the yardage markers, and we are ready to go. And now Miller steps in as quarterback once again, and Parker Thiel back out in a wide receiver position. Pitch back to Mason Comiso. Comiso across the 40 and to the 38-yard line. Comiso will pick up about 4. Second down for the Aces. Miller puts Thiel into motion. Hand off to Brickle. Brickle, nice spin move, and Brickle down inside the 35-yard line to about the 34. I'll bring up third and short for the Aces. And we've got a Hicksville player on the field, number 67, Junior Gimple, not getting up. 3:46 to go here in quarter number 3, and we'll have a stoppage of play for the injury. So Gimple took quite the shot in that last play and just did not get up. The staff out there, Coach Smith and Doc Haggerty, taking a look at Junior, and hopefully he's going to be okay. And while here tending to the injured player, we will take a quick break, and we will rejoin. We'll be back when they're ready to resume play here. Again, 3:46 to go in quarter number 3. Aces leading 6-0. Injury timeout on the field, and we'll be back when play resumes here on HIX-TV. Oh, they're going to get him up right now. So in second thought, we don't need to take a break. They'll help Gipple off the field. And it looks like he is favoring his left knee or ankle. Not putting a lot of weight on it. So we'll get ready to get things back underway here in our third quarter. Again, 3:46 left to play. Rams come out on defense. They're going to put Thiel back in the QB position with Brickle the split back beside him. Thiel puts his head down and powers forward, and only picks up maybe, I don't think they're going to give him any gain. It's going to be 4th and 3. So they managed to put the stop on Parker Thiel and his quarterback keeper. 4th and 3 now for the Aces. And Miller's going to move back over to the QB position. He's got 4 wide receivers out, 2 on either side. And Brickle behind him. Comiso goes in motion. Going to be another quarterback keeper, and nothing doing. The Aces are going to turn it over on downs. And Miller hung on to the ball himself, got back to about the line of scrimmage, and nothing more. So they come up short, and the Aces turn the ball over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Rams at their own 39 or 34-yard line, excuse me, with 2:53 left to go in our third quarter. So Spencer Giesecke and company back on offense. Giesecke working under center. They'll shift and then snap the ball. Hand off. Gain of about 2. So Imthern gets across the 35 out to about the 36-yard line to make it 2nd and 8 for the Rams. So closing in on the 2-minute mark here in quarter number 3. Hand off. And Imthern is again met right at around the line of scrimmage, and he'll be taken down for a minimal gain, maybe a yard. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Rams. As the clock continues to roll, under 2 minutes to go now. Giesecke puts a man in motion, drops back to throw. Giesecke being pursued. Giesecke launches it, it's got a man wide open, caught. 1st down yardage. A nice play, catch by Landon Wrinkle, and Wrinkle brought down at the Aces 47-yard line, 1st and 10 Rams. Wrinkle got himself free. There was nobody around him. It was an easy catch. And the Rams get a fresh set of downs. And keep their offensive drive alive. Giesecke takes the snap, looking to throw again. Giesecke dropping back, again being pursued. Giesecke again running for his life. Turns the corner. Giesecke heads upfield. Giesecke being pursued. And Giesecke turns something, or nothing, into something, I should say, as they were not able to get him, and he scampers all the way to the 40-yard line to pick up about 8 yards. So Giesecke not able to find an open receiver, and being hotly pursued by the Aces, manages to wind his way into some positive yardage and a gain of about 8. Pitch back to Ordway. Ordway should get the 1st down for the Aces, or for the Rams, excuse me. Ordway gets him to the Aces 37-yard line, and they'll pause there's 8 seconds left in the quarter, and that will probably be the end of the third quarter. As time will expire, it does. So we've played 3, and at the end of the third quarter, it's the Aces continuing to lead the Rams, but not by much, 6-0, our third quarter score. We'll take a, well, actually,
25 minutes.
We'll just keep it right here and say a big thank you to our HIX-TV football broadcast underwriters making our Aces football coverage possible. They include Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, Ohio, proudly serving the healthcare needs of the Hicksville area for 65 years. Reminding you that they've got their health fair coming up. That's October 18th, 19th, and 20th from 6 to 10 a.m. each of those days, each morning, in Community Rooms 1 and 2 at the Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville. They hope to see you there. And again, if you'd like to find out more, check out their website, www.cmhosp.com. And also, of course, a huge thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. You're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that's brand new or pre-owned, be it car, truck, van, or SUV. Stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, or you can peruse the entire dealer inventory online at jimschmidtauto.com. So proud to have both of them underwriting all of our ACES sports coverage for the 2018-19 school year on Hicksville Community Television. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, Ohio. Thanks so very much. Back into action. Giesecke, quick handoff. And not much there, as might have made it to the 35-yard line. Pickup of maybe a couple. Make it 2nd and 9. They'll give him a yard on the carry. 2nd and 9 as the Rams have made it to the Aces 35-yard line. And again, only down by 6. So this is still anybody's ball game. Giesecke, handoff to Ordway, and Ordway is going to be stopped after a pickup of maybe a yard to make it 3rd and 8. They'll get down to the 34-yard line. It says 3rd and 76 on the scoreboard. It would be nice if it was 76, but no. 3rd, and it'll be a long 3rd and a long 7 from where they've put the ball. Giesecke dropping back to throw again. Giesecke looking downfield, launches it, got a man open, caught, touchdown Tinora. The Rams take it into the end zone with 10:33 to go in the game. We are tied at 6. The conversion pending. So the Rams strike back, put it into the end zone, and they're going to take a timeout here to talk about this conversion attempt. So again, the Rams evening it up, and we've got 10:33 left in the game. Tinora taking their first timeout. Nobody stopped the clock at all in the first half. So the Rams will have 2 timeouts remaining. And again, the discussion, I'm sure, is centering on what do they want to do here. They had they do have somebody that can kick. It was practicing extra points before the game. Or do they want to try to power it in for 2? Well, we'll find out what's going to happen here as the teams break huddle, and we'll get ready to get back into action. So it looks like they're going to set up for the kick. Their kicker, Trey Hurt, number 73, and like I said, he was practicing before the game. Ball's down, Hurt puts it up, and it's good. It was a low kick, but he manages to clear the crossbar, split the uprights, and so the Rams take the 1-point lead, 7-6. With 10:33 left to go, and the Aces going to get ready to get the ball back and go back on offense. Aces had their opportunities to score in the first half, but again, like I said, they turned the ball over a couple of times, and they had the kind of problem, the problems that you have with the playing a game in the rain and the wet conditions. So the Aces will see what they can do about regaining the lead here when they get the ball back.
So this is not like volleyball where you have to have 2 or more points to win.
Nope. Not like volleyball where you have to have 2 or more points to win. Nope. So down by 1. The deep men, Turnbull and Thiel and Comiso for the Aces. And it's Hurt looking to kick it off. Hurt boots it, short kick, and Thiel scoops it up. Thiel blocking from Comiso, and Parker Thiel carries the ball out to about the 38-yard line where he steps out of bounds. Well, they're going to actually say the 40-yard line. So the Aces, decent field position, plenty of time on the clock. They're down by 1 point. And they've got 60 yards to go to be able to do something about that. Jake Miller puts Comiso in motion. Miller drops back to throw. Launches it. Bad pass, and it's going to be picked off. It is. Intercepted by number 13 for the Rams, Mark Bob. As there just wasn't a lot on that ball when it came out of Miller's hands, and Bob was able to cut in and get his hands on the ball and managed to hang on. So that's the 3rd turnover for the Aces tonight, as the Rams go back on 0. Their own 30-yard line. 10:20 to go. And the Rams would dearly love to be able to march it down the field again and make that turnover really sting for the Aces. Spencer Giesecke works under center. Giesecke, quick handoff. Big man Ordway, and he rumbles forward for about a 3-yard gain. So Ordway carries out to the 33 to make it 2nd and 7. As they'll keep that clock rolling. And at this point, with even the 1-point lead, the clock moving is in favor of the Rams. So every second that ticks off is 1 second less. The Aces are going to be able to get back into this game, especially with the Rams in possession of the football. Giesecke pitch backs to Ordway. Ordway again carries out across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. And they're going to mark him actually at the 37-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd and short for the Rams. Tinora again looking to up their GMC record to 3-2 with a win here tonight. Of course, the Aces at 3-1 would not want to drop to 3-2, hoping to keep just that 1 loss on their league record. Giesecke pitches back to Ordway. Ordway, and they're going to drop him shy of the 40-yard line, so it's going to bring up 4th down. And I'm going to guess Mr. Imthern is going to come out to punt the ball away, and indeed that looks like it's going to be the case. It's still on the Rams side of the field, so not 4-down territory by any means. So number 26, Andy Imthern, dropping back to punt the ball away. Parker Thiel, the lone deep man for the Aces, and He slips and falls as he kicks it, and Mason Comiso snatches it on the bounce. Comiso gets across midfield and carries the ball down to about the 45-yard line is where they're indicating. The Aces will take over. So Imthern, as he went to punt the ball, it looked like his set leg, his plant leg, just slipped out from under him, so it was not the best of punts. And again, landing and taking a high bounce and being snatched right out of the air by Comiso. And Comiso takes it back to the Rams' 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Aces with 7:56 left in the contest. Miller in the shotgun. Hand off to Brickle, and Brickle maybe a yard. They were waiting for that. Brickle got the ball and got wrapped up almost right away, and they threw him down. So 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9 for the Aces. And he managed to hang on to it. Parker Thiel caught it with his fingertips, and he scampers 44 yards into the end zone. I don't see any flags on the field, so the play should stand. Parker Thiel, what a great catch. It was out in front of him, and he had it on his fingertips, bobbled it a little bit, but then managed to pull that ball in and get control of it. And then he was off to the races. Thiel carries it in from 44 yards out to put the Aces back on top, 12-7. And they're going to set up and go for 2 again. Only their 2nd score of the night. Miller hangs on to it himself. Jake into the end zone. The 2-point conversion's good. And that's big because it makes it 14-7 and makes it a full touchdown lead for the Aces, or a touchdown and an extra point for the Aces. So Hicksville scores, takes the lead back, and with 7 minutes and 20 seconds, they didn't take a lot of time off the clock either. So they're going to kick it back to the Rams, and Tenora's going to have 7 minutes and 20 seconds. So we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to switch tapes to make sure that we get you the entirety of the remainder of the 4th quarter. And we'll be back for the kickoff in just a second here on HIX-TV. All right. Here we go, Travian Tunis. Got it teed up and ready to go. Tunis puts his foot into it. Caught it about the 18-yard line and brought down at about the 33. So the Rams will set up shop and see if they can get themselves back into this football game. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line. Seven minutes, 15 seconds left in regulation. So here we go. Aces looking to put the stop on here, get that ball back. The Rams need to get a touchdown to get back into the game. And Giesecke slips and falls way back at the 24-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 10. And again, the wet, slippery field conditions take their toll. They're going to actually put him down at the 25-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 19 for the Rams. Tinora has not really lost the football tonight. The Aces have suffered 3 turnover losses. But that time the wet field conditions did almost as good as a quarterback sack and backed them up 9. Giesecke now going to work out of the shotgun, bobbles the snap, gets it back. Rolling out, looking for some help. Going to hold on to it himself, and Giesecke going to get run out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. And that'll be another loss of about 3 to make it 3rd and about 22. Clock stops with the player going out of bounds. 6:21 left in regulation. Giesecke runs into the huddle after getting the play from the sideline. And here we go. 3rd and 23. Flag on the play. Giesecke is going to just throw it before he gets taken down for a loss. Brickell was running his heart out, hoping he might be able to catch that, and we'll see what the flag is. Incomplete pass right now. It would be 4th and 23, but we'll wait for the officials. And see what the determination is. So it's going to be a hold. And, all right. So they're going to decline the holding call and instead take the intentional grounding. Loss of down. And so that means that once again the Rams are going to be punting the ball away with their punter basically on the end line of their end zone. So the Aces can anticipate good field position here as both Comiso and Parker Thiel are dropping back. They're going to position themselves right between the 35 and 40-yard lines. Here's the snap. Imthern makes the kick. Scooped up by Parker Thiel at the 39-yard line. Thiel gets across the 35 and down to about the 33 where they finally corral him and put him on the turf. So a short return after the Ordway punt, but the Aces in good shape here. 6 minutes to go in the contest, 6:01 on the clock actually. 6 minutes and 1 second. Aces with a 7-point lead, and they have the ball 1st and 10 on the Rams' 33-yard line. Miller lines them up, works out of the shotgun again. Miller pitches it out to Brickell. Brickell makes the grab. Brickell moves forward close to first down yardage as he picks up nearly 10. We'll see from where we're standing right now. The angle has him about a yard shy, so it'll be 2nd and 1. And indeed, that's what the officials indicate. .527. Aces with a 2nd and 1. Handoff. Brickell powers forward, and that should get him a fresh set of downs. And indeed, first down Aces. 5:11 to go. As Hicksville has moved the ball down to the 23-yard line. As the rain picks up in intensity once again, it had tapered off to kind of like a light misty drizzle, but now it's starting to come down with a little more authority again. But on the plus side, cold, wet, and rainy, but no thunder or lightning to delay the game. So, man in motion, handoff. That was Braden Langham with the carry. Langham gets back to the line of scrimmage. And they're picking stuff out of Thiel's face mask. That ground into the turf a little bit. Second and 10 now for the Aces. Clock continues to roll, closing in on 4 minutes left in the game. Comiso in motion. Hand off to Brickle. Brickle straight ahead. Might have got a yard. Now they're going to give him a couple to the 21. So it'll be 3rd and 8. Well, they're saying 3rd and 9. So, all right. 3rd and long. .319 to go. There's the snap. Pitch back to Brickle. Brickle. And Brickle, they were the Tinora coaches, we could hear them going, fumble, fumble, but no fumble. Just Brickle being stopped at about the 20-yard line, 21. And so that's going to bring up 4th down for the Aces. And the clock will continue to roll. And the Aces deciding what they want to do on a 4th and 8. I think they're going to let the clock go all the way down and call a timeout, and that is what they do. Timeout Aces with 2 minutes, 25 seconds left to go as they decide what they want to do on this 4th and long. On the one hand, the ball is at the Rams' 21-yard line, so if they go for it and don't make it, they'll still be giving the ball back to Tinora deep in their end of the field. But the Rams have been pretty feisty on offense, and that would still give them the ball back with probably about 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. So that's a lot of playing time, especially since the Rams still have 2 timeouts that they can use. So Coach Smith and the Brain Trust will get together and figure out the course of action they want to take. The Aces up by 7, 14-7 with the ball. Again, a win tonight would up the Aces' overall record to 5-3, and they would be 4-1 in the Green Meadows Conference. And of course, they need to keep winning if they want to have any chance of being able to move up in the computer points rankings for Region 22. Right now, they're just outside of making the postseason in the number 9 position in the region. And of course, you know, the top 8 play in week number 11. Going to go for it. Jake Miller throws a wobbly pass that is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. And Langham makes the grab in the end zone for 6. Braden Langham from 21 yards out. Touchdown Aces. And that should put a cherry on top for this game, as the Aces look now to be in good shape to pick up their 4th conference win here tonight. 2 minutes, 17 seconds left to go. Aces up 20-17. And again, looks like they're going to go for the 2-point try. Hand off to Zach Brickle. Brickle straight ahead and into the end zone. 2-point conversion successful. And the Aces up now 22-7. They'll get ready to kick the ball back to the Rams. And Tinora is going to have 2 minutes and 17 seconds to see if they can erase a 15-point deficit. So they're going to have just about everything go their way when they get the ball back. And the rain coming down. So it's going to be a soggy finish to this football game, no doubt about it. And we'll see. Looks like they've got a lot of the younger players that are going to be out there for this kick. But not a whole bunch. You can kind of tell by how clean their uniforms are. And again, Travian Tunis going to set the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line to kick it off. And we'll see if Coach Smith is going to pull some of the starters here for this last 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Let some of the younger players get some game experience in less than ideal conditions. Tunis really puts his leg into it. It's caught back at the 15-yard line. And carried out to across the 30. And that was Imthern with the kickoff return. So Imthern takes it out to about the 31, 32-yard line. We'll see where they officially place it. Looks like it's going to be at the 32. And the Rams will take over. First and 10 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game. So Giesecke still in at quarterback. Rams aren't giving up yet. Giesecke drops back and he's in trouble. Boom! What a shot from Parker Thiel. There was nobody that blocked Thiel. He just made a beeline right for Giesecke and took him to the turf. It was one of those blindside hits that quite often causes a quarterback to lose the football. So credit Giesecke for taking the hard hit and hanging on to the pigskin. But the big sack was the last thing that the Rams needed. It dropped them way back, 10-yard loss, 2nd and 20. And, of course, the clock keeps rolling. The Rams not burning a timeout here. Handoff, and they bottled him up at about the 23, 24-yard line. Now, one referee is saying they got to the 25 for forward progress. That'll bring up 3rd down. Third and 17. Under a minute to go here, so just about ready to close this one out. Not going to be a big crowd here to celebrate after the game, but still another nice win for the Aces here tonight. Across the 25 and brought down at about the 26 is Kyle Ordway. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And Parker Thiel's going to come off the field. Looking a little gimpy. Looks like he might have taken a bit of a shot. That last play. And we'll see whether they even need to punt the ball away as we are under 10 seconds. And I think they're just going to let the clock expire. And that's going to do it. Time expires, it's all over, and the Aces pick up their 4th conference win here tonight in week number 8. Your final score, it's the Hicksville Aces beating the visiting Tinora Rams 22-7, the final score. Again, with the win, the Aces improved their overall record to 5-3, and their league record now stands at 4-1. So it'll be interesting to see how the Wayne Trace Raiders fared tonight and also how things went for the Edgerton Bulldogs. But the two teams are going to congratulate each other. It's been, like I said, one of those cold, dreary, wet, rainy nights, and the true fans come out. And it turns out in the Aces' favors here tonight, as again they pick up a nice win against the visiting Tinora Rams. Well, as we get ready to wrap things up, we want to say some thank yous here. First off, to our football broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and of course, Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com, and of course, Community Memorial Hospital online at www.cmhosp.com. They celebrate their 65th anniversary this year of 2018. Glad to have both of them along again for the entire school year, underwriting all of our Aces sports broadcasts. And a big thank you also to the Aces athletic department and Misters Overmeyer and Haught, as always, making us feel very welcome up here in the press box. Always a pleasure. Next week, we are on the road. We are headed to Antwerp, Ohio for week number 9, as the Aces will make the trip to battle the Archers before returning home for week number 10 and a home game against the Wayne Trace Raiders. So we'll look forward to making the trip down to Paulding County and to Antwerp High School for next Friday night's action. So if you can't make it to the game, you can catch it all right here on Hicksville Community Television. Thank you for tuning by, joining us for this broadcast, and hope you enjoyed the coverage of the Aces win tonight. So as we get ready to wrap things up one final time, our final score this evening in week number 8 of the high school regular season, it's the Hicksville Aces defeating the Tinora Rams 22-7. The final score. For Chris Warner on the camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sports.